And good morning to everybody and I guess I can still say good morning. It's still 11 o'clock as we head toward lunchtime. The forecast has not changed. We'll go over the forecast. We'll give you a few updates, and I want to talk about conditions as we start toward lunchtime and what's going to be happening. Where I live now in the northwest part of Lauderdale County, starting to see icing on sidewalks now, and this is what we talked about earlier. I know north of Meridian, y'all already had it in streets of Philadelphia, those areas, Damascus, those areas have had a bunch of ice. Now that corner of Lauderdale County is starting to get it, everything's becoming slick. We had a huge rain a while ago. Now it has turned to sleet and ice and a little bit of snow mixed in it on the outside. So it's making it to where you can't step out on concrete now because you'll slip and fall. So if you've gone somewhere, it's going to be bridges. This is coming to bridges. We're still right above, hovering above freezing in Lauderdale County. That's going to drop here in the next little bit, and we're going to have a nighttime low of 8 degrees. So everything that is on the ground is going to become a sheet of ice and will become what they call black ice. Now, I've heard this term used several times this morning, thunder snow. Have y'all seen that outside where it was snowing and thundering at the same time? Weird. So what does that mean is coming in, is it April? That if it snows in February? Thunders in February? I think so. So we'll have some repercussions from this coming up in April. We always do. Break out your Farmer's Almanac. Let's pull up radar and take a look at what we got. We're thinking that most of this system will have passed through 2:30, 3:15, somewhere along in there this afternoon. It's a guessing game on the exact time, but I would think a little after 3 o'clock it should be long gone, maybe even a little bit before then. But it is sleeting outside. It's extremely cold. I think the wind chill, the last wind chill I recorded, where did I write that at? It was like 25, I think, was the last one I got from Meridian. A little colder, I think it was 23 in Philadelphia with the wind chill a while ago. All right, let's pull up radar and let's look at what's coming down. It's good to know where it is and where you are when it comes to storms and things of that nature. What we'll do is we'll start at the south. We'll start in Clark County and work our way up as this comes. This system is sort of coming from the south and moving up like this across us, and we're getting some effects from it. All right, let's move in on this. And let's pull up radar here. This is going to be Shibuda, Mississippi. This is extreme right here in the Wayne County line. A little bit of activity there, getting a little bit of mixture there. Pachuta getting some. More at Lake Edens, if you'll look at this. Downtown Quitman, not anything happening at the moment. Sketchy when you get here to Stonewall, right in this area. Enterprise, maybe a little bit of a sprinkle at this point, but behind this, down here at Long's Fish Camp, still getting a little bit of sleet there. As we move on up, and again, as I said, as you jump across that Jasper County line over to Rose Hill, pretty significant there. All right, we see that we have some flurries popping up now around Dollar General, Enterprise High School there, up through Stuckey's Bridge in this area here, up to Lazy Acres, right up in here, back over to Chunky. Some flurries mixed in with all of this. As we back out, we look at Newton County. Most of Newton County, and I'd say all of it at this point, is getting some form of precipitation. Mostly sleet at the point. And this goes back just west of Forest right now. A lot going on there. We come across Lauderdale County out at Why Not. I don't know what Ricky Bobby's doing wrong out there, but Rodney, you need to get with the program there at Why Not Motorsports Park because nothing's going on there right now. We move down and we look there at the Causeyville ball field. Not a lot happening there either. As we move up, the Girl Scouts starts getting a little bit. Long Creek ball field there. We got a little bit of sleet in that area. And pretty much it kind of just drizzles over the county there. And again, right through up in this area, getting a lot right now. A little bit lighter as you go out toward the Ralph Morgan Rodeo. We go on north and we jump in Kemper County, heavier in the northern part of Kemper County. As you look here at Damascus, here at the fire department, move over to 495 there where the coal plant is, and you go up and you cross up through here and you go into Linville and these areas here. A lot of sleet and snow, all mixed, still coming down. Stretching back as far as Giles, also out here to Bennsville, into Wahalik, and we go north up into Neshoba County. A lot happening there in Sugarlock up through where the Kentucky Fried Chicken is. And then we get into some more snow up around Mississippi State. That's saying I mentioned Ricky Bobby's name, and it says that a wintry mix is going to be headed to Wyandotte within the next 30 minutes. So y'all be ready there in Wyandotte. Ackerman, up in this area, getting a little bit of snow as well. It kind of cuts off there. So that gives us a general. I didn't look at Philadelphia. Let's go back over to Philadelphia. I somehow left that out. As we go up out of Newton County, out of Decatur, and follow 15 up past Union, the Dollar General, and we follow that 15 up into there. It's widespread. And if you've seen the pictures that I shared from the police department in Philadelphia, the streets are completely covered in Philadelphia. They've got a lot coming down this morning. Here's a report over here. And this was sleet and freezing rain accumulation, but freezing rain amount not mentioned. Sleet amount is estimated from photo, and I can't pull the picture up for whatever. 0.2 inches of ice has fallen right there. That's in between Carthage and Philadelphia. That's a good bit there. It was going past, we go past Burnside Park. We move on into Winston County up here through the Dollar General there at Noxapater. It head on into Louisville, Lake Teocata, getting a lot there. And you get on the other side past the jail on the other side of Louisville before you see a change of snow in those areas. That's a look at radar of what we got. Now, we've been preaching of, hey, you might lose power. Let me pull this up because power outages have started, and I got a message. Let me see what from EMEPA just a moment ago. I spoke with Julie, and she said that at the EMEPA they're beginning to see power outages mid-morning today and expect them to climb throughout the afternoon with the conditionings worsening. Current outage is approximately 210 across their system. All right, let's go up to here, and let me update this, and we'll pull up and we'll take a look at how many outages we have at EMEPA. And right now, 234 people. Let me pull this up where you can see this. Right now, there's 234 people without power. Let's break that down by county. There's 99 people in Kemper County that don't have power right now, 13 in Winston County, 35 in Lauderdale, and 24 people in Clark, and 53 down in Newton, and it looks like 10 in Noxubee County that is on there. And we go over and look at this map here of where the areas are, and they are in the middle of working this out, of trying to get crews to get all this back on. All these little lightning bolts right in here, all around Collinsville, around Highway 19, stretching across to Daleville, this northern part of the county here, where it's been a little bit worse there, where the ice is starting to catch these trees now and popping these limbs, and we're starting to see power outages. We go down, let's see what we've got down here in Quitman. Here's Stonewall. This is going to be on right off 59. Let's go here and take a look here. Here's Stonewall. It'll be just west of there. That's near Friendship Church. This is going to be County Road. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but that looks like County Road 326 is where that is. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit better. Yeah, County Road 326 without power from EMEPA in Clark County and those areas there. And that tells us that that's roughly 24 meters, 24 homes right around in there that's affected by that. As we back out, let's go back up and look at some of this here. To the east of 39, we have one out, and then we move over here just north of Bailey. We've got one out there. We move here. We've got one, and then more so over here, 29 people on this stretch here. And let's zoom in on that so you can see a little bit better of how many people are out. It's 29 homes right through here out by Battlefield Raceway that are without power, and we move up here off of, I'm going to end up having to get me some reading specs, aren't I? This is getting serious on me there. We look at this, and we've got 46 people affected there, and they are working on that to get that restored. This is the Martin, this is where Martin Road comes out onto Highway 19. It'd be directly across here, these roads across from there, where Highway 491 is on the right, directly across in this area here. So they're working as hard as they can to get your power back on at EMEPA. Now let's look at the state nationwide and see what this storm has done for us. Let me update this, and I'll bring it up for you. All right, it's updated, and we look at this now. Texas is at 2.7 million people without power now. Louisiana has 94,000. Mississippi is now up to 31,000 people without power, and Alabama is only at 2,500. So that's getting better. And as we go in to look at the map here of where all this is in Mississippi, you see that Lauderdale has Kemper has 115, Lauderdale has 126, more so in Newton County. And of course, there are several other power companies in Newton County. 3,700 people in Newton County. As we talked about, we move over to Scott, almost 1,000 people. Leake has 153. Neshoba County, almost at 1,200, 1,150 is where they are. And Winston County only has 13 people out. A lot of folks out down here right at the Louisiana border there. So that gives you an idea of that. And let me see, I want to say I've got Mississippi Power. And let's update this also if you're on the Mississippi Power grid to let you know what's going on there. They have 76 without power right now at Mississippi Power, and they're working to restore that as well. And that's altogether what they've got. Their map there throws in a little bit of the radar too to show some of the activities that are going on. As I said earlier, but they're getting that back on a little area there south of town without power. These blocks here in these areas here are some of those people that they're working to get the power back on. So if you've got EMEPA, visit their power outage map. Easy. You can look and see if they already know about yours, and you can report your power outage right there on the map really quick and get that out there. Let's see. I'm trying to think here of what we've got going on. I wanted to show this. Where was that? Olive Branch. Yeah, this was. I wanted to show this from Philadelphia. If you did not see these pictures that I posted earlier, look at this. This is Philadelphia, Mississippi, from the Philadelphia Police Department. That's coming into town there, and you look at this. These streets are ice all over that. This is going to be out by Walmart. Look at that. Plenty of that. Out by the Neshoba County Co-op, they're going up that hill. I think Philadelphia Auto Sales is there to the left of the co-op. So that's passing right in front of the police station right there in Philadelphia. So they have got a lot on the ground there. I got a lot of pictures that I hadn't had to post yet. I hadn't got a chance to post from northern Kemper County. And I'd love to see your pictures if you could post that on the page as well so others can see with that. Now, what's going to happen? Let's go back to radar and take a look at this. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to be moving out 2 or 3 this afternoon. Let's look at the big picture. The tail end of this thing is coming across now. All right, let's pull. This is it. Let's put this in motion of what's going on with this. As you see, it's making its way up, and we'll be out of here by this afternoon. All this, the snow is headed up toward Memphis. We're getting the sleep. This purple is what our area is getting here. There's a little bit of patch of snow right there. Not a whole lot to it, but there is some there as it passes through. Now, let's talk temperatures and what's going on with this storm. With this, the ground is saturated wet. Every tree here has now got that water on it. As that temperature starts to go down this afternoon, let's talk about degrees and what's going on tonight. 8 degrees in Meridian, 6 in Philadelphia. That's cold. That's freezing. We could have as much, once all this settles, 0.2 of an inch up to possibly 0.4, depending upon what area you live in. Now, this makes this afternoon tonight a sticky situation into tomorrow morning. We'll start working on closings for tomorrow here in a little bit. If you've got one, inbox me. I'd love to have it so we can add that. We're going to have a wind chill of -2 tomorrow in the Meridian area, a high of only 33, and that's if it makes it to 33 tomorrow. Philadelphia, high of 28 tomorrow, -4, and that goes all the way up toward the Starkville area that will be in that -4, -6 wind chill factor. That is absolutely cold. It's rough to even be through this stuff, so be careful on that. Again, Ruth Fulton said, please give us good news. I've tried to give you the best I can that's out there right now. It's freezing outside. If you don't have to go out there, as I mentioned earlier this morning, I could go out on my front porch and it was no problem at all. It's a different story now. Outside, it is just trickling ice on everything that's in my yard. That temperature is going down. You're not going to be able to see this ice. The bridge is going to become black ice. Regular roads are going to be rough. We had that wreck in Meridian earlier on the overpass of a truck slid off the road. You're going to see more and more of this. I know as you move into Winston County, they've had several fender benders this morning, rather, because it's not after lunchtime yet. But that's kind of where we are, where we're headed. Conditions are going to worsen. I'll be behind the scenes here working on all of this, putting it together, passing along the information. If you've got pictures, you've got information of road conditions, please pass that on so we can do that. I've checked the highway patrol sites. I didn't see much going on there. Let me go here. Let me find one more thing to share. If I can, here it is. Let's look at road conditions here. They still list, if you go to the Mississippi Department of Transportation to take a look at what they're showing us, all of this in between Meridian, if you'll look at this, and a couple little areas there that they're telling you from about Walmart to Watchet to Collinsville, some of those bridges through there have got a little bit starting to show. As you go across here, this is pretty much saying don't come to Jackson. You see this? Traffic is very, very slow, and when you get to right here when it's solid red, that pretty much means it's at a standstill. And this is going to be around Lawrence, past Newton, on the other side of there. And as you try to go toward Jackson, it gets a little bit worse and worse till you get over here to Brandon, just clogged up there. Let's see if we can pull up. I'm not sure if the Forest is, that camera is not working in Forest. Let's get over here by Brandon and see. That one's not working. They've had some major issues with cameras across the state. Maybe we can see here what's going on here at Pearson Road. Maybe. That's not working, is it? All right, let's go on the other side of Brandon and see if we get anything. Not really working, is it? All right, yeah, here's a good picture of Jackson, Mississippi. Let's pull this up. Took a while to find one. Look at that road. There is absolutely nothing going on that road. Why? They can't make it. And that's the way, our streets don't quite look like that, but we've got more of the black ice. And so it just really stalls where you can go. When's the last time you saw Jackson, Mississippi look like that, to where you don't see a single car in a picture? That's serious of what we've got. So it says that the area is clear of lightning, so the thunder snow is making its way out. As we look at that, let's go just by chance to see up here at 220 if there's anything stirring on at 220, if it will work above Jackson. Switch to video. Here we go. Yeah, there's a 118-wheeler there trying to make it there. He's by himself on this side and one headed that way. That's on, if you were to get off at County Line where it splits in Jackson, you go past that exit and jump on 220. This is where this is. Let's just move up the state and just see what else we see here. Let's go, Starkville earlier was not working. Let's just see if maybe they did fix a camera or two here. Let's go to Stark Vegas and see what we've got here. This is, as you can see, the sleet still coming down. It looks like a city worker or a DOT worker making his way down the street there in Starkville. Let's check another camera there in Starkville and see what we got going on. See if it will work. Yeah, that doesn't even look good, does it? That's one big ice, Nothing like live, is it? You can't fix it. Just it's there, what it is. That one's blurry. Can't read that one either. Or can't see it, rather. I'll move on if we can't get anything to work and show up right. Here's one. Let's blow that up there. That's Starkville there. That is pulling into Mississippi State is where that is. The Coliseum is right back over here. Wow. So they've been hit hard. Our area is, as we said in the beginning, is going to have more ice than it's going to have anything else. And that is slowly coming around as these temperatures start to fall. So stay at home if you can. If you had to go to town, I'd be thinking about going ahead and getting out of there before it gets too much later, because we don't want you stuck somewhere because you just can't get home. That's more about that lightning there is what that is popping up. Let me check here temperature, see if anything has changed at Key Field as that updates. We were sitting at 33 a while ago, and we'll go back to the state and look at, let me pull this up. Let me go over here and hit a button here and pull up that where we can look at radar and go across the state and look at everything. All right, let's pull, here we go. There we go. This is temperature-wise. That's Dallas, Texas. It's still -2 in Oklahoma City, Abilene at 4, Shreveport 15. Let's get over here to where we are. Alabama's a little bit warmer, as you see temperatures in the 40s there. As you'll see this line right through there, right there, that's the line where it's a little bit colder just west than Meridian. Now, see, I'm starting to show 30 degrees in Meridian and northward. That's why everything's starting to freeze. 30, 30, 30. Let's get up here. The Scuba is sitting at 30. As we go up further, Starkville is 25. Columbus is 32. See, if you'll see that line right there as we go down, 25 Starkville, and that's just a few miles in between each other. That's how those temperatures work. As we look at Meridian here, let's zoom up here. Philadelphia, 25, and Meridian, 35 degrees difference in between here and there. So imagine how 19 on some of these bridges are going to be as you go up through here. North out of Philadelphia, as we follow this, let's go toward Noxapater out of Philadelphia. We follow this. We're sitting at 25. We get to Noxapater, still 25. Hold steady all the way to Louisville at 25, all up through that area. 23 at Ackerman. We go over to Kosciuszko. It's 21. And this storm, again, is kind of moving across this way. It's going to be brutally cold tonight. This is what's coming, and it's going to meet here, and that 8 degrees will join us. Philadelphia, northward, 6 degrees tonight. I cannot stress about what is coming and how cold it's going to be for us. And I know at times I sound like a broken record, but it's all our lives. We're just trying to get by and help one another. So that's where our concern is. And let me see if I had any questions. Sleeting in Tumsuba, I did get that message. Oh boy, no power in Soso, Mississippi. So y'all are without power. Let's see here as we go down through here. Jeremy Barnacastle watching from Snell. Thanks a bunch there. Andrew Dabbs is watching this morning. Christina Loomis is watching in Tumsuba. Carol Ann Hancock, how you doing, girl? Also, let's see, sleet at Arundel. Got it going on there. Let's go down. Let's see here. Nell Lost, how are you doing? I hadn't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing well there also. Tree limbs are getting heavy and starting to drop in between Minnebucket Road and the Lauderdale Road. Road is very slippery, if you know where she's talking about. Just off Highway 45 as you go up, Minnebucket Road will run into that Lauderdale Road up there near that convenience store. So starting limbs are starting to bow, and I had a report of somebody that got off work in Marion, was headed home, and they had tree limbs on 493 starting to bow and get down with weight. So if you've got any reports of those, we'd love to hear from you as well. Let's see here as we go down. Kyla Moore's watching from Scuba. Donna Brown, sleet and freezing rain at Eagle Point, and winds are picking up. So Eagle Point there on 39, and of course you have to couple of hills you have to do to go in there. So, all right, dollar store. Tommy, I don't know what you're doing at the dollar store, Tommy. Maybe you had to go get something for your wife. Is that what you had to do? Let's see. Martis Michelle said that ice falling here on the roads are really starting to get bad in Meridian. 2 minutes and we're sliding but not hitting the brakes. So be careful there. Watching from Post County Line Road. Thank you, Donna Sue Pebbles. Also, power outs in parts of Nanawaya there in Winston County. So be careful. I'm going to be adding some points to the map around Nanawaya to make y'all more informed too, because Nanawaya is right in our little group of all of our little friends that we stay together, isn't it? I'll get all that posted on there. Ramona Northam says thank you. Also, Elizabeth Martin watching. I'm near Walmart on 39, and the roads are slick now from the ice, and it's coming down. Beverly Massey says it's 31 degrees in Meridian. Keith McCary said great coverage. Appreciate that. And let's see. As we go, Carolyn Smith, you're back up, madam, this morning. Glad to see you, girl. Also, Gail Gafford is watching. Sandra Bunyard said she's enjoying the coverage. Thank you. I appreciate that. Darlene Sistrunk, blessed to have you. Well, I'm here for y'all. Let's see here. I left 5 minutes after it started, and when driveway think we got it made. She's getting home safely. That's good. Harvey Cleveland is watching. Also, Wendy Oglesby is watching from around the Newton area. Thank you. Let's see here as we keep going down here. Laura Williams Stevenson. Good job up on Highway 491 there in the Philadelphia area. I don't know if y'all got any thunder thunder, snow, or not in there. But if you did, pass that along so we can tell everybody else about that. Let's see, watching. Thanks for the reports. Joyce Parker Poole. I get tongue-tied every once in a while, don't I? Sorry about that. Donna Whitmore Stuckey is watching. Be very safe out there, she tells everybody. Raining and sleet in North Meridian, quite a bit there. Trees are collecting ice. No power in Newton County. That's Wendy Oglesby. It's several folks. I think it was, up to 3,000 people without power. Let's see here what this is. On 2912 25th Street, there is a power line on fire. So I don't know what happened there, if a line broke, but that's 2912 25th Street. The power line is on fire, and I would say that they are en route, the fire department, to put that out. Pine Springs Road is icy, slush following the last round of showers. Limbs are beginning to snap more frequently if you live on Pine Springs Road here in Meridian. And I also needed to mention this. I had a birthday called in a while ago, and I hadn't mentioned it yet. Happy birthday to Kenny Stokes, celebrating his 62nd birthday. And I understand Kenny is upset because of the weather, because he wanted to go apply for a Social Security check, and he just can't get there today. So good luck to you, Kenny. I hope you get there. We'll have more reports on that power line as that comes apart. Let's see here. Parent alert. Let's see here. School will be, all right, this is from Lamar School. Lamar School will be closed on Tuesday, the 26th. Stay warm and safe. Stop. Okay, so yeah, that would be Tuesday. They put the 26th instead of the 16th. So Lamar is going to be out tomorrow. I got a text on that, so add that to our list. I'll be making a new list for tomorrow. So Lamar is one of the first I've gotten to go ahead and call it for tomorrow. EMEPA just texted me allergies are closer to 900 now, mostly in Kemper County. So our friends in Kemper County, I hope y'all got those generators fixed up, got them working properly, and you've got a little extra fuel. And if you're still listening to me and you got a gas can and it's not bad where you are, make sure you got your 3-4 cans of gas there, because if y'all remember back in Katrina, a gas can was like worth its weight in gold. You couldn't even get those. So have a little bit on the extra there. So keep that in mind. Let me see what else I've gotten here of updates. Area clear of lightning. And I got a report there from Sebastopol. Still lots of sleet on the ground there in Sebastopol, a lot there. And if I had a way of connecting my phone, I'd show the pictures that I've gotten to my phone here. But I don't have a way of doing that. Not yet, anyway. Let's see here. Let's see. Updates. Okay. All right. Let's go here and back. 10th Avenue in Meridian has no power, is the word I'm getting. Power flickered in Marion. Thanks, Joyce. Miss Arrington Stamper, she's letting us know there. But power is flickering in Marion, and that's probably an old tree limb somewhere that's been popped and come on something. Ice building up on trees in North Meridian. No power in House, Mississippi. We're getting reports of that now in House. And if you're up that way north toward Philadelphia, if you don't have power, post that so we can pass that along also. Sleeting in Marion also. Thank you, Joyce. Lauderdale County, Clark County line. That would be just due south there, somewhere around the Evangel Temple. We're showing that there's still sleet coming down there. Mike Luke watching in Preston. How you doing, Mike? Hadn't talked to you in a while either. Hope everything's good in your neck of the woods. Power out on Twiddly Branch Road. That's going to be just off of Highway 19 to the right there. North Clark County, staying off the roads. Debbie Irby. Thank you, Debbie. I hope you got some soup on the way for everybody this afternoon. As we look at, let's see here, Kewanee getting freezing rain right now. Darshaw is watching from DeKalb and got her fireplace on. Thank heaven. Boy, that thing is great. Brenda Etheridge says it's sleeting outside southeast Lauderdale area there. Bassick City getting some sleet and rain also. Hadn't been a Bassick City in a while. Tony Harper said that power is flickering on and off on 34th Street here in Meridian. Bridget Chisholm is saying Damascus, the power is out in there. Power out in South Chunky, also a transformer just blew. Iris Buckley just posted that. Now, I don't know how long it takes to get that replaced, but they got 900 mostly toward Kemper County, and then we got some that way. Let's see. I lost internet service, 10th Avenue near Walmart there on 39. Damascus has no power. I got another report of that. Let's keep going down and see what we got. Golson Road in northwest Kemper County, Lynn Coleman says they are without power there also. Power is blinking on Center Hill Road in Bailey. That's going to be right up by the store, if I'm not mistaken. All right, you take a right, go up the hill. I think that's where that is. Dalewood has changed for the worst in the last 30 minutes. So that rain that's come across Dalewood has turned to ice is what I'm getting out of that. Beverly Massey, large ice droplets freezing and contact on the sidewalk in North Meridian. I can see that. Power could go out in those areas. So be careful in those areas. And again, if you've got something that you'd like to get out, a closing, inbox me, pass that on. We'll have another update from the National Weather Service a little bit after lunch. We'll look at that, then we'll dive back in to what radar has to tell us here in just a little bit. We'll look at some more cameras. We'll look at everything that we've got to get to a little bit closer to all this. And then we're going to start compiling now those lists of places that are going to be closed tomorrow. If you are out and about this afternoon and you're at work, be extremely careful trying to get home this afternoon. Don't speed. Keep it at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Hey, as long as you get there is all that matters. It's not worth speeding. I had somebody call me from Houston, I guess it was about 45 minutes ago, and he was running about 15 miles an hour and said he had somebody pass him, pulling a trailer running 60, 65 miles an hour. That's what gets you killed. It's not worth it there. Let's see, lights are glitching in Clarkdale. That comes from Zachary McAllister there. So there's a lot of, and I'm afraid that the further we get into this afternoon, we're going to lose more power. All of that is coming. Let's see here. I just got another message from EMEPA. Our numbers are climbing now by the second. There are now 2,400 people across the system with EMEPA that do not have power. Crews will be working as quickly as they can as conditions will allow. So there's some areas I'm sure that they can't get to. And just posted there, if you'll look in there in the comments, that just went up there to where you can click on this and join EMEPA and take a look at your power outages, report it there. That's handy to have. So click on that. Rain and light sleet in East Quitman. I just got that from Carla Gable. Carla, how are you this afternoon? But EMEPA working as hard as they can to get that power back on. And as I said, I am afraid that it's going to be a lot more of this. Do not forget to check on your pets, your animals. It's freezing cold outside. And I've got to go check on my mom here in a minute, and then I'll get back at it. I got to make sure that she's settled in for the lunchtime and taken care of, and then I'll get back on this, and we'll get everything rolling again. But please pass along your pictures and everything that you have. I do appreciate that. Let me do my thank yous because very important to have these folks like EMEPA, Eastgate Tire, Matthew and all the gang there in Marion, Lauderdale County Farm Supply, great folks, Piggly Wiggly in Collinsville, SMI Automotive on 22nd Avenue in Meridian, Graphics Guru, located on B Street. Good people. Go in and see them for all those needs. San Marcos Mexican Restaurant, Sanders Gas there on 22nd Avenue, Tiffany Blues Decor that you can find there in Broadmoor and also in Quitman, along with Rick Justice Automotive on North Frontage Road and Kim's Photography if you need pictures done there. Ashley Thomas said she's got soup in the crock pot in Preston. She hopes it gets through cooking. I guess what you're saying there before you lose power. I hope so too. Any pictures, anything that y'all can share with us, we would love to have that. And we're talking about there are some roads closed I see here in Newton County. I'll see if I can find those as well. We'll be back with more updates, and any information that you can share with us to help others would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And as we continue our coverage here of the storm as it moves through the Meridian area northward, all of us here, Scotty Ray's Weather, do thank you. I'll be back.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by